Hello everybody, welcome back to Roottree Mania, where last time we're definitely starting to hit a bit of a struggle, aren't we? I was also getting just frustrated trying to find the stuff, because it's just a lot of pages and kind of awkward to sort through them and re-find them and all that kind of stuff. So we have a bunch of people here. I guess, do you look like you could be their mum? You certainly do. So I'd be willing to stick with that. I mean, they've got lighter hair. I'm willing to stick to that. So these I'm pretty certain are correct. We need a picture for you. I'm not sure where that's going to come from. One thing I suggested we do last time is go back through this, because we got Chris Raff. We searched for this, and new stuff came up. Like, if we search for you, do we get new stuff? No. November Studios. Wait, oh yeah, you visit the November Studios website for old time's sake, and what's this? Website now lists the hours of November Studios. They open at 1 PM on most weekdays, but are closed on Wednesdays. This changes everything. You lament that this incredibly vital information wasn't available months ago when it truly matters. Okay, great. You're just trolling me. Okay, thanks. Should we look at these? Should we look at the TV show? Hasn't been updated. Okay. Should we look at the Clanced Trust? Yeah, this is new. I don't know if we already read it or not. Clanced Trust is the Roottrees company's unusual legal arrangement, blah, 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 blah. As a recap, the entire family earns inheritance directly from the profits, as well as the sister clothing company. This means that nearly every Rootree can potentially have a say in the company's high-level operations. Yep. I feel like I might have read this already. I think I read this already. What were we doing? We were looking at this. Rubie Root Tree was released from French prison after serving a few years for assault. His embezzlement and arrest were partially featured in 6 pieces, as Rubie's participation in the Clanced Trust was a key piece of evidence in Sam's favour and have since become much more publicly infamous. He has not yet returned to the United States, but when journalists reached out to him recently after the death of his mother, he had issued a blanket statement saying a few days ago, "The death of my mother was hard on our family, my brother and I. After spending time together caring for her and mourning, we finally made amends. It was a highly transformative few weeks when it came to our relationship. I'm in recovery from my addiction, and a major aspect of that process that I wish to stay private." Okay, what about your friend? Your brother? And your mum. Where am I going? Gwynn, Roottrie, Ronald Roottrie. It wasn't Ronald though, was it? You went by a different name. Ron Roottrie. Ron was announced as president of Roottrie during the Roottree Rift, but the next press release immediately reversed the announcement and instead stated that Ron and Clark would take over. A few weeks later, Ron was dropped from the title entirely. There are hundreds of results about this development, but most articles are retelling of basic details. Some veer into heavy speculation based on an article about Ron in Business Watch. Okay, that's a hint, isn't it? Ron has also done some interviews saying that the truth of what went on behind the scenes is not something he wishes to discuss. Instead, he hopes to release a movie about it someday. 3 weeks ago, Ron's mother, Gwynn, died in Paris, France. He and his brother, Rubie, have seemingly made amends. Okay. Business Watch ran an article about 2 months after the Roottree Rift about what really happened with Roottree. The article mentions that nobody from Roottree that they reached out to was willing to go on the record. Instead, the timeline of events has been constructed from public record, accidental leaks, and a source on the inside. The only parts that are new to you are also the most vague parts, the ones supposedly confirmed by their anonymous source. The timeline says that the family actually held a preliminary vote after Carl Roottree died, but before the release of 6 pieces, and decided they wanted Ron Roottree to take over because of his experience from the RR Productions, because he was well known and well respected Roottree. Okay, of course. But Ron seemed way too eager and personally motivated. They were worried he would gut the Clanced Trust to remove Rubie Roottree. The family was notoriously unwilling to do anything that could risk their wealth. They stalled and Ron became frustrated with the delay. When Six Pieces came out, he saw his chance to force action while the family was in the limelight, and released the press release himself in an attempt to get the ball rolling faster. This caused chaos within the family. They tried to save face by allowing Ron to take over as co-president with Clark, but according to Business Watch's source, Ron was impossible to deal with. He seemed like he was unwilling to protect the Clanced trust, and they eventually let him go. After that, the role was passed solely to Clark, who nobody was excited about, but seemed like the safest choice. Okay. Hasn't been updated. Hasn't been updated. Hasn't been updated. Hasn't been updated. Not gonna be there, but this maybe has something new. Gwynn Roottree was a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. Her biggest role was in the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She died in Paris, France about 3 weeks ago after leaving Hollywood. After leaving Hollywood, she made no effort to stay in the limelight, and most obituaries tend to focus on the largest role, Guys Like Us. Not much is known about her death except that it was announced that she died peacefully in her sleep while being treated for a sudden severe case of pneumonia. Before that, she had apparently been in relatively good health, according to her friends and family in Paris. She was 67. Okay, hasn't led anywhere useful. This has new stuff as well. It was recently released for the first time on home video due to Roottree Mania. The time it took to manufacture and ship VHS copies of Guys Like Us meant it missed the height of the craze, which only lasted a few weeks. Even so, it did sell modestly well, and there have been talks for a remake. Why does every page have new stuff? Oh, wait, is this the same thing? No, this is a different page. Okay. Recently, as part of the myriad of articles and research people have done into those surrounding the Roottrees, it came out that she died of genetic disease Huntington's in the late 1960s. Is it Huntington? Is it Huntington? Maybe it is. Not much was known. Okay, it's interesting this got an update, I guess because of that bit. That's old. Okay. Well, that's leading nowhere. Great. Now what? You, Sonia. You went by a different name, didn't you? That's what I just searched for, Sonia Soares. But you had another name after starting your own studio. Oh, God knows where that is. Business Watch, it was this stuff. Nia Alves. Okay. And she was in an arranged marriage, wasn't she, with that politician? Nia Alves. Article about the struggles of American media companies to do business with their foreign counterparts. Yeah, we've read this before. Yeah, this is why we found out about that. She resents her own parents for the arrangements. Okay. After making the statement, the reporter went into hiding in fear for his safety. is... How do we get a picture of you? No idea. It'd be very surprising, but oh, we've not even got the right name in. No. Let's go back to this thing. Do you have anything new? No. Not useful. Whereas other books, historical romance were not very useful on their own, though could lead to other information. I mean, that sounds like they're useful. Historical letters. I don't know what that means. Did we do more searching for the Roottree sisters way back when? Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah, none of this went anywhere as well, like the legal company. Rubie Spratt. Went to Mid-Eastern. Victoria, we definitely read this. Perfect GPA. What do I do? Can we figure out more about you? I've completely forgotten all of that stuff. That was all like here. Did we get your... Yeah, okay, so you're the manager. Yeah, you're confirmed. You had 2 kids, maybe some of them from Miracle. Ah, that's not where I want to be. Here. She passed away. Oh yeah, this is the adoption stuff. This doesn't say adopted, but sure. To adopt Stuart, her other son. He has a name, you know. Oh, here we go. He does have a name. Mark. Mark. So your name was Clementine. Did you change to a Clementine? So you were Clementine as well? I presume so. I don't remember the context there. Okay, what do you do? Mark, should we look for a Mark Clementine? Aha! Crocodile Clementine is listed on the website titled The Infamy List. It's a massive list of criminals who are known for odd crimes. Though Mark's nickname would imply he hails from Florida, a lot of others on the list come from there or Australia. Mark's list as being from Los Angeles. It's a pretty big entry, seems like a real piece of work. Interesting. There's a very small note about him being the basket baby of 1950, but most everything else comes from his adulthood. Okay, basket baby is in, left on somebody's doorstep in a basket, I guess. He lost his job in 1975 as a pilot for a regional airline after he tried to board the wrong airline's plane. He was drunk. He was charged with trespassing and assault. In 1982, he was arrested for transporting smuggled animals over the Canadian and Mexican borders for an illegal reptile supplier in Los Angeles. He was apparently quite successful the first 4 years, but was caught when he had to make an emergency landing in Portland after he was bitten on the foot by a crocodile, hence the nickname. Apparently the Portland Telegraph... Oh no. Oh no. The Portland Telegraph is your run-of-the-mill newspaper based out of Portland, Oregon. They have a website with a lot of dry statistics about how many subscribers they have, how many issues there have been, and awards they have won. The website doesn't appear to have any useful data. Okay, but it adds a periodical, doesn't it? Portland. Wasn't other stuff in Portland as well, like the restaurants? No, that was Boston. Oh, I don't remember. Something was in Boston. But there's also multiple Portlands, isn't there? Isn't there a Portland, Oregon, and a Portland... Is there a Massachusetts Portland? Where are we right now? But this is Los Angeles. What? Okay. His mugshot from this incident has been added to your photos. In 1993, he was released on parole, but his freedom didn't last long. He was arrested in 1994 in San Diego for violating it in an attempt to visit his daughter's graduation. Okay. He famously punched the principal, a man named Billy Simms. This incident received national press. What is going on? Which thing are we even looking at now? This one, I think. Okay. Let's just get you... I have gotten worse at making notes. Basket baby, okay. Pilots, I mean, we can put that in. Ooh, this might even... I think we've got stuff wrong though. I'm not expecting this to actually work. Okay. Okay, so then maybe we have everything right, including what's-her-face at the top. Ah, there we go. It was you. Working stuff out based on the age of the kid. Did it actually end up working? Wait, why is there a back button? What does that do? Oh, okay, let's see if we can go through them. Okay, well, that was pretty good. So even though it felt like I wasn't making much progress, I was. Hello. Found this mugshot online. It's Mark Clementine, who's arrested for smuggling reptiles into the United States. Multnomah County Corrections Division. Sure, that's a place. So that's you, isn't it? How things changed. Let's look you up in that new periodical we got. It's horrendous. He was flying weekly between Los Angeles, Soares, and Vancouver in a small plane. His flights were very low, literally under the radar. He was only caught because he was bit by a crocodile on the leg, losing blood. Cut his leg on a loose piece of metal in the cockpit. Okay. Okay, I don't think that adds a whole lot. Is there anything else I could get from this? I have no idea. It's worth a shot. So there was something about you having 2 kids, or a kid, or something. Daughter's graduation, Billy Simms. The principal, Billy Simms. Billy Simms is the principal of Sandstone Canyon High School, where there's 50 minutes of fame in 1994 when he was punched by Crocodile Clementine at a graduation ceremony. Pretty much every news organization from Trustworthy to tabloids seems to have their own take. Okay, that's worth looking up then. Okay, in the like tabloidy ones. Seem to have their own take on the altercation. It wasn't the... Let's make note of you, I guess. It wasn't the punch that captured the nation's attention, however. Instead, it was Billy Simms' matter-of-fact response to the threat and his comments afterwards, as heard in the now famous audio clip from someone who was recording the ceremony. Billy saw Mark hop onto the graduation stage and said, "Sir, you'll want to sit down and we'll have a problem." At that point, Crocodile reportedly sucker punched him in the face. Billy, apparently only slightly dazed, said, "Alright, sir, I guess we'll have a problem." Clementine tried to throw another punch, but Simms anticipated it and performed a maneuver that spectators described as a wrestling move mixed with a backward somersault, which immediately brought both men to the floor, with Simms straddling Clementine. keeping him neutralized. As security arrived, the recording captured someone asking, "How did you do that?" And his response was famously, "Trust me, I'm as surprised as anyone." Okay. Okay. Did we get something from that? No? It's so hard to even keep track of what happened a second ago. This might just come up with this page, but I think it might be worth searching anyway. San Diego, there's not much information about it, although it's mentioned a lot in articles about the Billy Simms incident. Okay, so then we were gonna do, like, look through this maybe? News Time did a small piece about a fight between Simms and Crocodile, but tried to approach it from a different perspective. Their goal was to paint a picture of the two men involved from others who knew them best. Not only did they manage to interview Simms' wife, Carla, as well as multiple staff members at his school, but they hunted down Colleen Webb, Mark's ex-wife. Okay. According to the section with Colleen, she and he met when he worked for an airline. She worked in an airport newsstand. He was a drinker and would often have wild mood swings. When he was charged with assault of a fellow pilot... Oh, wait, did we put in? Yeah, we did put pilot in. It's been confirmed already. Cool. When he was charged with assault of a fellow pilot in 1975 and lost his job, they divorced. At the time, she was pregnant with their second daughter, and she felt she needed to get out before things got worse. She left him and moved to San Diego to live with her sister, and told her eldest that her dad had to fly planes to the army. She raised them both by herself, and although she never went through the trouble of changing their names legally, they used the Webb name so that nobody would connect them to her ex-husband. So which name do you want? I guess Clementine? Yeah, I guess Clementine. Okay, I think, but you're telling me that the thing I should search for is Webb. Yeah, okay. So I think your names are going to be Clementine. It was your graduation that they were at. Whoa, wait, what? Where did Angela come from? Where did that come from? Did I just click that by mistake? Okay. There was also just something... Oh, I was going to search this in more places. Picture magazines kind of sleazy, so they're not afraid to publish a few details that more reputable news publications normally wouldn't. You look up the Billy Simms incident, and it seems they did report on it, getting a few new bits of information, though it might not be useful. Okay, Billy Simms was once arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at a company that was found to be testing their products on animals. According to police paperwork, Crocodile Clementine's bail was paid for by Tostarito Jacobson. It was fairly expensive. Fuego's Fiesta, a regional Mexican fast food chain, held a competition in 1993 that offered free meals for life for anyone that legally changed their name to Tostarito. Tostarito was a burrito with a cylindrical tostada shell inside the flour tortilla. According to a few different sources, Tostarito Jacobson used to be named Lucinda. Where is this going? What is going on? Because he interviewed other students that were at the event to find out if anyone knew anything, and the word going around was that Mark Clementine showed up because his daughter Mary was graduating that night. Okay, Mary. Do we know whether she was the eldest? I think we do, and I... His daughter's graduation, San Diego. So one of these is Mary. Mary Clementine? Or Mary Webb is what we should be searching for. Mary Webb. And Mary Webb in San Diego has a website called Webb on the Web. Apparently it's a personal travel diary that also doubles as an advertisement for a travel agency. There are descriptions of Mary's services, including booking flights and cruises. Almost all of them involve extremely niche audiences. It seems Mary is the #1 agent when it comes to booking spiritual vacations aboard ghost ships and in specific hotel rooms that are said to be haunted. She also has a dedicated section for more traditional modern cruises that cater to specific groups such as fans of boy bands. In the diary entries, she talks about the trip she's personally taken, uses that as an opportunity to feature descriptions of amenities and excursions that the ships offer, even when you're on them to see a specific band or ghost. There's also pictures of ships, hotels, landmarks, and places she's visited, as well as a picture of Mary herself with a ship in the background. One of her diary entries actually mentions the day that the photos were taken. She was allowed onto the ship on a port day in San Diego with a professional photographer she knows. The photo of Mary has been added to your evidence. Okay. San Diego. Hello. Mary. Mary arrived from her website. Ghost ship from the 1800s. Is this a Return of the Obra Dinn reference? It was lost at sea and turned up without any crew several years later. Nobody knows what exactly happened. Fans love to tour it and come up with their own paranormal theories. A company called Corporate Composition Photography is listening. Oh my gosh. This feels like a Obra Dinn reference, although that wasn't in America, but still I think it is. Corporate Composition Photography is a photography studio that was listed on a few different sites for businesses in San Diego. It seems to have been plausible to hire them to take professional quality photos for businesses of all sorts. As far as you can tell, it appears to no longer exist. The company is also mentioned on the photography website with some IRC chat logs. It seems like the site is a personal page of a member of an IRC photography channel. They have archives of logs they've been saving since 1993. One of them was from 1996 when Val, the former head photographer from Corporate Composition Photography, did a Q&A with their users about taking pictures for promotional materials and print ads. Most of the questions and answers are pretty technical. They not only seem irrelevant but generally go over your head. One of the questions, however, mentions that Val was on the cover of Telephoto. Oh, please don't give me another thing. Oh. No, why do you do this to me? I don't even know where I am anymore. This is a photography company that did that photo. Maybe it's your sister or whatever. They not only seem irrelevant, but generally go over your head. That's about Iraq. Question was quickly shut down by the person running the Q&A, who says Val does not wish to answer any questions about his photojournalism days, nor does he wish to talk about LBP. What was LBP? I don't think I know. Please keep this on the subject of commercial photography. LBP. We'll come back to this, I think. Commercial photography. Is there another photography company in that? Telephoto. Val, somebody. Why did you give me another one? What was the company called? What was there? I mean, it could be your partner. It could be your partner. Wait, so how do I find this? Head photographer from Corporate Composition Photography. On the cover. Val somebody. LBP. We clearly have to look that up, I think. So anything here that seems... Oh. Let's be this. Luxury bridal photography. Okay. Luxury bridal photography is a photography business, which is a good start. Unfortunately, it seems like it's located in Ireland and its owner is named Nicholas. He goes by Nick Luxury, but you doubt that's his real name. It's very unlikely this is related. Okay, so it's not that. It's not going to be this, is it? Because I can imagine some photography was required. Oh. No, instead you just shame me for believing that. Oh, there's another photography thing here. Lincoln Baby Photography. Okay, there we go. Lincoln Baby Photography seems like a solid lead as it mentions a Val, an award-winning photographer on the page. It's a business in Beacon, New York, and on the site it has a picture of a baby and a camera captioned with Cam Lincoln reaching for his namesake. Reaching for his namesake. Cam. Oh, for camera. I guess he takes after his father. Yes, got it. Val, photographer. At the bottom of the website says copyright 1998, 1999. The picture has been added to your evidence. I think where this is the husband of you. Yeah, reaching for that. Okay. Okay, I think we are Val Lincoln. And Cam Lincoln. And that's you. I think your occupation might be baby. Because that is also recent, right? 1998, yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay. You didn't want to be asked about that. And so this is you. Or you. You are travel agents. And your birth name would have been Clementine. Oh, yeah. So, hold on. What was your first name is what I need. I've forgotten. Mary. Okay, and then the other daughter, or something. How did we get here? From here. Maybe. Oh, I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost again. La 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 la. Oh, it came from here, Mary. What's your other daughter called? We did have another name, didn't we? I feel like we did, but I don't remember. Well, none of this is relevant. What was your parent? It's you, Colleen Webb. Colleen Webb, did we ever search for you anywhere? Colleen Webb. Or Colleen Clementine. And where are we? I don't know, somewhere. That's not be there. Portland Telegraph? Okay, nothing about any of that. Yeah, how do I get a photo of you? Must be through the stuff we're looking at. Billy Simms. What if we search for this school in... Well, probably not here. But it's interesting that... Yeah, did we get much from that? I don't remember. Why am I searching these places? I don't know. Like, who's relevant to this? This guy. What about Mary-Beth? Why is it not doing anything? Is she in the business one? She's got a business. I don't know if it's big enough business, but worth a check. Nope. Okay. Get a name for you. We were also searching for, I guess, the Billy Simms incident in various places. So these folks did speak to... No, who spoke to? Oh, let's go searching all of them. La la la. Croc Clementine. Ex-wife had a restraining order filed on behalf of her daughter, but did so anyways. Did I read this one yet? I think I did, because the readers were already familiar with Mark Clementine. They filed it under a special banner called Croc Watch. Okay. Which is that good old... Yeah, so... Daughter... So anyways, unknown to the school staff, including Simms at the time, who he was, but the security guard recognised him, and that's when trouble started. Clementine was approaching the side of the stage to try to avoid the guard, when the exchange between him and Simms took place. The article finishes by facetiously saying, "What will Croc get up to next? Stay tuned for more Croc Watch. Fortunately for your investigation, as far as you can tell, there are no more instances of Croc Watch." So, okay, so that's you. Let's see what the child called. Do we look into more things? So we already did this one. It's interesting that the bullet points cause the rendering to go weird. Simms' wife Carla. Oh, that's not something that's on the tree. Then Colleen Webb, Mark's ex-wife. So she was pregnant with their second daughter. They divorced. She left him and moved to San Diego to live with her sister, and told her oldest that her dad had to fly, blah, 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 blah. How do I get to the other kid? At the time she was pregnant with their second daughter. They did report on it. I don't even remember where. Isn't it in Pennsylvania? Sure. The school name. Did they go to the same school? Do I get more stuff from you, Mary? Mary Webb. I did this already, I don't remember. La, 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 la. Like, it'd even be nice if it just said, like, if I put this in here and I clicked on this, it just said, no, you've already, like, looked at all these. You've already searched them all. Even if I only did it after I'd already done it. Okay, what now? Gosh, the game's hard at this point, isn't it? I just need some random pictures of people. Those two I'm pretty certain about. You've got no idea. Like, it's presumably from something in that I don't know how to connect to. A different Webb. I swear we had another name already. No, maybe not. She never went through the trouble of changing their names legally. They used the Webb name. But what's your name? Second daughter. Second daughter. Second daughter. When we followed this, they went nowhere, right? Mary was graduating that night. What's the school called? Wait, there's more about you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I not add that way back when? who's that kid? That kid is... Wait, that's not confirmed? Oh, this is another picture we've got, okay. Okay, how to figure you out. Clementine. Oh. The infamy list. Basket baby. Further given his nickname. Mugshot we already got. Billy Simms. And like the whole Billy Simms thing is just not really relevant. Just have to get more information about that because it's your graduation. We don't know why you did it yet. So Clementine doesn't work as a separate thing. How do I get to you? What was your agency called? What is your agency called? Webb Travel. Travel. Why would that come up with anything? Webb. Oh, how do I go anywhere? I really don't like the feeling of just like, okay, great. It's like the end of the other one where we had 3 names left to put in. It's like, okay, what do I do with any of them? And there's a top secret thing as well. I guess once these 3 are done though, the 2 remaining ones. Wait, why do I think there's 2 remaining? For some reason I've got the number 32 in my head. I don't know why. What on earth do I do about any of this? Is there anything else about... Colleen Webb? About Carla Simms? Is there anything about you? Carla appears to be a nickname, although you have no way of being sure. It seems to most often stand for Carlita. Well, it's not relevant. So why am I searching it? I don't know. Could I get a photo of you as well, somehow? Mark Clementine. A few sites about true stories focused on and around religion mentioned. Sometimes there's like things that are searchable that don't feel like they would be, but okay, sure. A few sites about true stories focused on and around religion mentioned that in 1950 a gospel singer named Mary once found herself dealing with a real-life baby Moses situation. Apparently she was a rather prominent supporter of the concept of adoption, and someone decided to test how much. They left a baby on her doorstep in a basket. According to the site, she adopted him without question and raised him as her own son, although it wasn't national news. In many circles he became known as the basket baby, and he even went on tour with her as he grew up. None of the websites state who the woman or baby were, likely to prevent people from looking into either of the people too closely. From context, you know that it was Mary-Beth Clementine, who would later be shunned due to her personal life, and her son Mark, who would later be known as Crocodile Clementine. Doesn't help. Just searching that anywhere else. Do anything here? Alright, so the only reason Portland's relevant is because it was where he's landing. '94 for his daughter's graduation, so not long ago, 5 years ago. Well, that was the name of the school. Don't know what to do. And maybe we get a photo of you two together. Maybe we search you more. Edson Soares. Like a marriage photo. Yeah. Maybe in something else. Wait, did I do Piketty? Okay, cool. What now? Great. How did we get anywhere from this? I guess from that. Although, did that really go anywhere? How did we go anywhere from this? Somehow we got to... I guess we searched for you. Yeah, then we searched for you. Okay. Am I doing this? Why am I making myself click through all these? Should I just... Oh, I didn't mean to quit. I thought it meant quit as in quit the thing. What was I about to do? Now I've forgotten. I was on here doing this. How do you do all? Ah! Can't press escape to get rid of the thing. How do I do it? Oh, it didn't do it. Oh, it's that. Save there. Well, that is kind of misleading, isn't it? Save changes. Save and quit. Like, I could be saving the changes and quitting the menu. Okay. So what's that do? Search all. Okay. I'm keeping that, because if I'm ever at a point where I'm just like, what I'll try and do is like drill into the right one, if I can. But if I'm ever like just thinking, I just kind of want to search everything, I'll just click that. Why am I looking at this? So we ended up at, what's his face? The kid, Flavio. Where are you? Right, so we've got the Ashley York thing. What's name? Sonia. Okay, so we've got a picture of you. What did that look like? Who are you, Flavio? Flavio Soares, news anchor. So it's that picture, this picture. Is there anything to take to Natasha? Kisses from Brazil, Flavio. Okay. How do I get your mum? Okay, I mean, this is much nicer. Ashley York, British model, appeared on the cover of Team Blast when her first short 3 months ago. I was in Rio for Carnival and he was on one of the parade floats. Okay, that's how we ended up with this. Media Empire. How do I get to Business Watch? Does it help to add, what's her name? Nia? Sonia? So we got to here. Okay, so how do I get your picture? Mysterious woman. Fantastic. And you, no idea. There's apparently more pictures of you. Do they come from just like searching for more of the people up here somehow? What if I search for Guy, Brazil? Yeah, amazing. Anything useful in the books? This. Elizabeth Farrow, Beth Farrow. Like there's no logic to this. It's just pick a random thing and see if it goes anywhere. There must be a photo of you two getting married or something. Arranged marriages. We'll search for that. And where was that information about them? And the arranged marriage. Where was that? I don't remember. I do not remember. Arranged marriage. I'm hating everything. Just clicking on everything. I mean, I can check my notebook. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the stuff from the company. Okay. Oh, sorry, hit my microphone. Yeah, just that one. Like, it bothers me that this says makes puzzles significantly easier. Is it a puzzle to click on each of those things? I guess some of them it would like accidentally reveal something maybe, but I'm close enough to the end that I don't think that's going to happen. I already like did a lot of searching for you, right? Yeah, I've been here a million times. Okay, now what? What was he gonna do? I had another thought. Did I? Yeah, where was the bit about the arranged marriage? I don't know. Oh, I guess we went back to, which isn't here. Brazil. Does that now go to the top? No. Who knows how it works? Sorry folks, I'm a bit frustrated, but we'll get there. We'll get there. There's a Brazil around Christmas managed to break ground the projects, this blah blah. There's this stuff as well. There's a strike. Can we find more information about the strike? Like this didn't lead anywhere, so maybe I should follow more of this. Okay, so this. I wish the periodical thing and this were separate browsers with their own history. It doesn't seem to go anywhere, that. Where's that other... I was on a different page. I already just did this, right? Did I search for both of these or just one of these? That is not what I just copied. Copy, 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 copy. There we go. Nothing. At what point do I stop clicking on this button down here? Maybe next time. Alright, see you next time, folks. And I know. I mean, it's exactly the same feeling I had at the end of that one. It's just like, it's not designed for the end bit. For whatever reason. Or it's not designed for it to go smoothly, at least. I was saying I want it to be easy, but I'd like to have some sense of like, okay, I know where to look. The problem is that sometimes information comes from other completely disconnected things, and I have no way to know what that would be. Let's look at Gym Roottree. Hey, this has got new stuff. Did get released. While neither of them have performed recently, the couple did do a few signs at local record stores near the estate. During question and answer sessions, Jim stated he hasn't been inspired to write any new lyrics. So we can tell Jim and Diamond's marriage is still doing just fine. There have never been any rumors of infidelity about either of them. Okay, that's just for like when you're initially trying to figure out who the people are. The people who've had the affairs. What currently has the highest here? Piketty still. I don't know how I get to the missing pages from this. Who was Cicely Sanchez? Portrait of a changed man. I mean, I already looked all this stuff up, right? If I didn't, oh dear. Yeah, okay. Have I read this? This time briefly covered the lawsuit between Rubie Spratt and Piketty magazine surrounding. They said that Cicely didn't have the rights to redistribute the photos in the magazine of Guy Hudson. Piketty apparently announced they would be pulling their issue the following day the moment that Rubie Legal Enterprises threatened them. This caused the issue to sell faster than any other in the magazine's history, though only for a day, even people that would never have normally purchased it went out of their way to buy one just in case it would be worth something someday, especially caught the eye of conspiracy theorists who assumed that anything worth suing over would have to be hiding somewhere. An expert legal analyst from News Times states that it was unlikely that Rubie could have had the story pulled if it had gone to court, and Piketty likely got more eyes on it than it would have if the Roottrees just ignored the story. How do I get those pages though? Conspiracy theorists, how do I get in contact with you? Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right. Who knows? Maybe we'll hit the rubber duck down here at some point soon. Meh. I presume we get to you through this stuff, but I feel like I hit dead ends everywhere there. You, I don't know. I kind of feel like we need more photos of Guy, and they'll have like you and you in it. One photo with you, one photo with you. Done. And those photos are in the Picoty thing. And I don't know how to get there. I'm failing to end this. Cicely. Hasn't been updated. Why did that disappear? I mean, that hasn't been updated either. Cancelled book. Okay, yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.